Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about a new feature that we have in VideoSynth.ai for you. Now you'll be able to add animations to your video projects. So let's see how we can do this. The first step, of course, is going to the video workshop and select the project that you want to work on. Once you're in the sequence that you want to add this event, you need to go to the top right corner to the plus sign and select the show sprite sheet event. That's the one at the very bottom. And here you're going to see some options. But first, we need to add the sprite sheet that you're going to be working on. So I'm going to select this sprite sheet right here that I'm going to show you. Once selected, you're actually going to see the sprite sheet animated in the event options menu. And now we can review the options that we have here. So the first one is a preset size. This will inform the app the amount of sprites that are contained in your sprite sheet. So right now I'm working with a 1024 by 1024 pixels sprite sheet, the one that I showed you, with 16 frames. So by going with the preset size 256, it's going to go over the 16 frames. If we change to another one, it's going to be displayed in this manner. So it's very important to know the amount of frames that are contained on your sprite sheet. We also have the option to go custom in case that you have different measurements, but for this one I'm just going to keep the 256 option that was the original one. Then on the sprite sheet there are some frames that are empty, so I want to skip those, of course. So I'm going to end this on the number 14, and that way the character is not going to disappear anymore. And to make it a little bit faster with the animation, I'm actually going to start with the start frame number 3. Then we can select if we want this to be a loop. If we want this to loop twice. If we want this to run from the beginning to the end, and then from the end to the beginning, or if we just want this to play once. I'm going to keep that one, and with this I am ready to continue. Now on this screen you can select the size of the sprite sheet or the image that is going to be animated on the screen. I want something a little bit big, but not that big, so I'll reduce it a little bit and keep it on this side of the screen. Once ready, I'm going to click next. And now we can add a start time and the duration of this image. So I want this to be showing from the very beginning of the video, so the start time is going to be at 0 and the duration is going to be 5 seconds. So this is looking good. We can actually preview the screen and it's going to look like this. As you can see, the animation just goes once and then it stops, and that's what I actually wanted, so we're good to continue. Now I want to add another animation. In this case, we're going to go back to show sprite sheet, and now I am going to add a different image. We can see that this one shows a faster image, but it doesn't look quite good. And this is because the sprite sheet looks like this. The size is the same, it's 1024 by 1024, but it only has 8 frames. So what we need to do is go to custom and modify this here to 512 by 256. And by doing that, it's going to show how the animation is supposed to look like. I want to keep this animation reproducing the whole time that appears on screen, so I'm going to keep this as it is. The frames per second is something that is going to make your animations lower. So of course, if we go all the way down to 2, it's just going to be very slow animation. And by going back to 30, we're going to see again the smooth animation that we had from the beginning. So now that this one is ready, I'm going to click continue, and we can add some introduction effects of the animation. So if this is not going to be shown from the very beginning of the video, we can have a fading image, a bounce, or a little shake. So I'm going to select fade and then set sprite sheet. In here I'm going to do this at second 1, and then it's just going to continue running for 5 seconds, and we can go ahead and preview the sequence now. So as you can see, you can have both animations sharing the same screen for different times. This is something you can modify on the duration, as we've done with pretty much every other event in the past. But there you have it. This is how you can add animations to VideoSynth.ai. Of course, if you have longer animations of a talking character, you can add some voice using the character voices that we have here for you, or you can use your own voice recording for that. I hope that this was useful for you. I'll see you in another one, but until then, goodbye.